Hey y'all, welcome in. Welcome in if you're new or just passing through my channel. Welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I am here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you when I'm talking to them. May say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid. So I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Take the parts that resonate. Leave everything else behind. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your story, all of my information can be found below in the description box, and I invite you to join me for a session. If you're new here, I do want to point out that my readings sometimes reach into the future just a little bit. So if you go back into my archives, maybe 6 to 8 months, you may find some titles back there that resonate a little bit more for you now in the present. I guarantee you will find something back there that is meant for you to see. All right. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm not going to do an oracle pull. We're just going to go straight into the tarot, and then we're going to play with my separated double deck and see what's in store. We are officially, even though we are still in the post shadow for Venus and Mercury, we're also in the pre-shadow of Neptune going retrograde in the summer. We've got another couple of months of that, but we're in the pre-shadow for its retrograde now. We don't have any planets that are retrograde until I want to say May. I want to say May the 4th. We're going to be without a retrograde planet for a few weeks. So forward momentum. Whatever you got working on and whatever you're doing, like now you should have the momentum to get it done. Okay. All right. Let's tap in, see what Spirit wants to talk about as I kind of formulate in my head what spread I want to use. All right. Let's go. Let's do a 6-card opening. This is an interesting energy. It feels like someone has been trying to okay. You know me. I see it two ways. So let's talk about this as if this is not you. I do see you on the board, but I'm going to assume that the energy that's around you, this ain't yours. Now, I do have the energy of somebody here trying to maybe, I don't know. It's like someone trying to manipulate the energy or manipulate other people, that they're spreading rumors. Number one, it feels like they're creating confusion by way of like telling lies, talking about you, but spinning a false story. It's interesting because it definitely, it doesn't feel like, it feels like whatever somebody has been talking about, if they're talking about you, collective, it almost feels as though they're bringing up like old stories, like, you know, prior to your awakening, even when you were younger. Because honestly, I've actually said this on my socials, like, if you are telling stories about me that predate like 2018, you don't know me. Like literally, you don't know me. Hell, I would even go as far to say, like, if you're telling stories about me that predate 2020, let's start there. If you're telling stories about me that predate 2020, child, you ain't talking about me. You're literally not talking about me. But that's kind of what this looks like. It looks like somebody's trying to manipulate the energies around you. However, collective, um, I think you may already be aware of it, or intuitively you may understand it. It could be connected to your family or family dynamic. I get the impression that maybe you've picked up on the fact that maybe somebody doesn't really have any genuine love for you, or you don't necessarily have any genuine love for them. Maybe I'm also kind of getting to, like, maybe because we've talked about this in the past, where like maybe your intuition had been a little bit foggy when it came to certain relationship dynamics, so it wasn't really on your radar and you didn't notice it. Um, mm, yes, you may have even made a choice. Yeah, you may have even made a choice to distance yourself from certain relationships. Yes, you already know the truth. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Um, it looks also like maybe prior to, an awakening, or your having this clarity, prior to all that coming on board, you may have once believed that these people that you were connected to were part of your wish fulfillment, part of, this happy family dynamic, right? It's interesting that the choices that you're making right now, because it definitely looks like you're choosing. I heard happiness over everything. We love it. If you're choosing happiness over everything, mm, oh wow. So, thank you. Okay. Whoever this is, we could also be talking about a mother figure. I kind of get the energy here of someone who may have been, I didn't actually look at it this way, but it almost feels as though somebody had been trying to manipulate the energies. It could be by way of juju. They could have hired a practitioner. I mean, although I don't have any pentacles out here, there could have been this person. Hell, the person you're connected to. Hell, it could be your mother. Maybe your mother is a practitioner. That's a possibility too. I feel like you have someone who may want to. This is interesting energy. This feels like somebody wanting to come in and apologize, who may want to offer an apology. But here's the problem that I have with their apology. If you have a mother figure or a feminine energy that you may be like estranged from, or detached from, um, it kind of feels like, number one, I have somebody here who doesn't know how to self-reflect, or has not self-reflected at all. I also have the energy of somebody here. It's interesting because what this initially looked like, it looks like there is like an offer of some kind of an apology, but the way that I'm receiving it, it almost feels as though this person may have a belief that you owe them an apology. Yeah, they're not seeing it. This is delusion. Child's delusion. Somebody may have been trying to spread. Okay, now we've talked about this before. Somebody spreading rumors and lies and gossip and talking shit about you, right? In order to block your progress or to slow you down. To slow your progress down with lies, to create like these devastating circumstances where, people are walking away from you and rejecting you. However, I think you have a clarity of purpose. I also feel like you have the backing and support of your spirit team, or, your ancestors, who are kind of pushing you to keep going. So you've been continuing. We like it. Um I do have the energy here of somebody who may have been trying to create some type of, I mean, if you're an entrepreneur, because these are boss energies here, if you're an entrepreneur, I feel like by you turning your back on maybe this mother energy or this, it's a distorted feminine energy. Whoever this person is, it kind of gives me the impression that they don't like being alone. So there is some like tension, hurt feelings around your absence or removal. This person, you could be at a distance from them. They may be unable to travel to you. This person may be unable to communicate with you. I'm also getting an energy here of if they are unable to communicate with you, it's because you're being protected. So you may have them blocked or whatever. Um, you may have them blocked. What else? I also see somebody here who may have a public platform or who may be, a communicator, definitely a communicator. I heard a truth speaker. Somebody may not be very happy. Yeah, somebody here may not be very happy at the idea that you're speaking truth. They may not be happy with the idea that you're speaking truth. Somebody may also be devastated too if somebody had been trying to create some drama, or I mean, I just see the manipulation of energy. I don't really know the intent. I just see a lot of other weird energies around it. Because I haven't dived into that just yet. But what I can see is if you are partnered, or if there is, because I kind of get the energy you may have somebody in close proximity. Oh, this almost feels like somebody in close proximity speaking up on your behalf as well. Somebody here may be speaking up on your behalf. Oh, they don't want me to talk. So somebody here may be speaking up on your behalf. The person that's speaking up on your behalf may have also, I mean, I haven't gotten there yet either, but this person who's speaking up on your behalf may also want to apologize because now they know the truth as well. They know the truth, so that means that they're actually seeing you in your true form. So if somebody here had been manipulating people and telling lies and creating confusion, this person here, yes, they may see the truth or recognize the truth now, and they want to come and apologize and start maybe a new cycle with you. Yes, somebody here knows the truth. Something's been exposed. Something has been exposed. They're highly motivated, wanting to come towards you. You may be really guarded, though, collective. You may be really guarded. This person you may feel feel kind of defensive. You may feel a little defensive. But you are very highly protected. I do feel like this distorted feminine energy potentially could be watching you or searching you, looking you up on the internet, watching your social media, watching you win, child, watching you win, victory and success, watching you win. And honestly, I love this. Oh, I love this. I love this because you are winning. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I see too. Whatever it is that you're working on or whatever you've been doing, it's largely been protected. And I think it's been protected because you block this distorted feminine energy out of your life. By blocking this person, now mind you, it could be a woman. It could be a woman. It could be a man operating in distorted feminine energy. Whichever, put it where it fits. But your distance from this energy has allowed you to persevere. It has also allowed you. This is like a reap what you sow. So if it's kind of like a harvest thing. So if you've been really working on your projects, working on getting your bag, whatever you've been focusing on, whatever that is, it's starting to bear fruit. You're starting to actualize it. I love it. So this person can see it. They're devastated by it, but they can see you out here winning. We like it. Yeah, and whatever it is that you've got going on, it's protected. It's literally protected. I love this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they did not account for the fact that you would choose to follow your heart. Like, when I say follow your heart, I don't necessarily mean it like in a romantic sense where I don't mean that in a romantic sense. Follow your heart, like going after your own dreams, following your passion, going after the things that, stir your heart. Like, I don't think that this feminine energy, like I said, it could be definitely a mother energy. I don't think it's giving underestimation. I don't think that this person figured that you would make this choice to choose happiness, to choose your wish fulfillment, especially if it didn't include them. I get the impression that you don't believe that your 10 of Cups includes this person. I do see you're only choosing happiness, though. We like it. We absolutely love it. Yes. Ooh. When I say you are guarded, yeah, they don't have no choice but to watch you win. Tower at the bottom of the deck. They don't have any choice but to watch you win. They don't have any choice but to watch you win. Whoever this person is that wants to come towards you, though, to apologize, I feel like, again, they can see the truth. It's being exposed to them. They may also recognize too, like, you could be highly intuitive, like more on the spiritual side, less on the religious side. Child, you so guarded. I'm looking at all the cards around. You are so guarded. I mean, it doesn't look like a bad thing. I think part of the reason why you're guarded, it definitely feels like you were connected. If this is a mother figure, you may have definitely been connected to this individual in a way where they abuse their position or role in your life to kind of dictate your life. And that's maybe what you're kind of guarding yourself from and protecting yourself from. I don't get a sense here that whoever this person is, that this could definitely be somebody else. I kind of see, like, if they want to come towards you, hold on. Let's see now. I've added another line. Let me see how they're all connected. Yeah, they're just watching you win. Yeah. Not only are they watching you win, you're super guarded. You're choosing to go after the things that you really want. You may have more than one person watching you. You may have more than one person watching you. And really, let me tell you, you getting a new cycle or chasing after the things that you love, totally on par for what's supposed to be happening, that's justice being served. Because I kind of feel like this individual was trying to do things, manipulate the energy, tell people lies, stop your progress, slow you down. It looks like it was all in an attempt to hurt you, and really all it's resulted in is them being left out, and they're the ones that are kind of suffering and hurt. Yeah, so this person, there's a masculine energy. Again, it may definitely be seeing, they realize some truth here. They may have participated in this situation. Somebody may want to come and apologize. It's almost like they regret their participation. Oh, I said you have a lot of people watching you. You may have a few people watching you very closely. And they're very unhappy with the fact that you have become withdrawn and you're holding back. They're very upset by that. Mm-mm. Oh, look at that. Wow. Very unhappy. So you have somebody here, and the person that's watching you, I mean, like I said, you may have a few people watching you, but even with what they're watching, child, you have somebody here who is so full of shit. They're so full of shit. This person lies. This person lies. Even though they see you and they're watching you, they see you moving on with your life. They see you working hard. They see you being happy. Child, they still out here lying. They're out here lying because you won't deal with them. You're guarded. You don't want no parts. You don't want no parts of them, and you don't want no parts of people that are involved with them. So good luck to whoever this is that wants to come towards you. Good luck to them. Good luck to them. It's like somebody lying about how you make your money. People can see it though. Yes, people can see. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Even though this person may be trying to like cast a shadow of doubt over you or create this mysterious air around you, what people can see, like I said, I don't know if you're in the public eye or if people can actually see your work, but it kind of feels like other people may also see you winning, especially if it's your family. If these people are connected to your family or if it's family members, child, these people see that you're winning without them. Yes, and not only that, you might have I've been saying it, like you may have a lot going on. You may have a lot of responsibilities. You may be like, trying to juggle your life and keep it all, keep everything in balance. But what I'm seeing here is it definitely feels as though you appear to manage your life very well. Like you appear to be managing your life very well. So even though somebody here may be trying to spread lies and create drama and confusion around whatever it is that you do, or just even around you and your identity and who you are, it hasn't stopped you. It hasn't stopped you. And as a matter of fact, what they can see is they see not only you managing your life well, but if you've got kids, they say your kids are, your kids are good, your kids are happy, you are happy, you're thriving, you're doing good. And this person that's spreading these lies and rumors or whatever, they're highly focused on the past. Highly focused on the past. Child, you just moved on from it. We like it. And it's interesting because I also see like I said, other people are watching you, but they also see you out here like literally living your best life. You out here living your best life. Mm. Yeah, so whatever they were trying to do, it was unsuccessful. They've been trying to create some sense of stagnation or to slow you down. Um yeah, yeah, he's over here too. Okay, so there is someone here that knows the truth. There is someone here that knows the truth. Despite what's been projected or despite what the lies that have been told or the manipulation, someone here definitely knows the truth. They may know the truth about why somebody is being blocked or why somebody is blocked out or mm, okay. There's somebody here who has also been like, if you're not communicating with somebody or maybe you've gone no contact or something, I definitely have the energy here of somebody lying about it. And they're heartbroken too, but they're not telling anybody about it. I want to say they're more heartbroken by the fact that you are still showing up as successful. I don't think it has anything to do with you not talking to them personally. Somebody's also been trying to hide the fact that they don't want to be alone. I also see somebody here who this kind of looks like somebody here who doesn't want to like do like the healing work or whatever. They don't want to do the healing work. I think somebody's ego is what damn. Well, whatever somebody was trying to hide it is about to be exposed. There's exposure here, and exposure twice here. Yeah, so it's kind of like if okay, so what I'm hearing in my head, I'm hearing a woman's voice like I don't know why they won't talk to me. I don't know why they're not talking to me. But this man, this gentleman here, and I have him in two different places, the emperor. This emperor knows the truth of why you're not talking to this person. So if it's your mother, because this is a mothering energy for me. If this is your mother, it doesn't have to be your mother, but a mother. But if this is her, he knows why you're not talking to this person. He knows why you've cut them off or why you're not dealing with them. He knows the truth. He may also know the truth too that this person doesn't like. It's kind of a weird energy because I'm like, okay, even if this person they don't want to be alone, it feels like they just want you around to continue to be their whipping post. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that either. This emperor also knows if somebody here was trying to get away with something, if somebody here was trying to get away with something, it's being discovered, uncovered, recovered. Oh, damn. Somebody definitely could be investigating. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. So now I have the hermit out here 3 times. I have the Hermit out here 3 times. So this could be somebody, now that I'm really like looking at the cards, this totally could be somebody investigating not just this woman, but also you. And somebody is seeing something from a different point of view now. Because again, somebody here has been trying to paint a very gnarly picture of who you are. And so somebody here may have taken it upon themselves to search for the truth. And somebody is really looking at the fact that you walked away. Yes. Somebody also can see that when you walked away from whatever this is, if this is a family dynamic, because the 10 of Cups is out here twice. If you walked away from a family dynamic, somebody here is they're looking at you. They're looking also at this person who definitely could be, your mother, a mother, child, I don't know. But somebody here is looking at both sides. And they're also, what they can see, because I see it here in the center, they see what they see you doing. They see you doing it successfully. They also see the success around, like, maybe you actualize some level of success the moment you branched away from like your family dynamic. Because this is exposure, that's exposure. We've got exposure down here. So even if somebody here was like telling lies or whatever, I don't know, like I said, I don't know what you do for work or how other people would know what you're doing, but it's being seen. It's being seen. People can also see how protected and guarded you are. But there is somebody here investigating. There is an investigator out here. And if it ain't just one investigator, it's a couple of them. But somebody here is investigating. Yeah, like I said, they're looking at you in a different light. Because they see that you're, like, I don't know what they've been saying about you. Oh. Somebody is looking at the difference now between you and this person. And somebody also may be recognizing that this person, woo, child, you know what it looks like? It looks like this person has an entity attached to them. I'm not even gonna lie. That's what it looks like. Somebody here may have an entity attached to them. Because this person can literally see, and I think what this feminine energy was doing was trying to mask or hide, and I think that's where the lies come in, because if they taint your character with their lies, then people don't actually, it's like trying to paint a picture of who you are, and that's the picture that this person wanted other people to see. They wanted people to see you in the light that they shined on you, and the light that they shined on you isn't even casting light on you. It's almost like it's not casting light on you. It's casting an image of you that is not yours. Child, it literally could be like group juju. I don't know what the hell this is. I've never actually seen this before in my I've never seen this before in my cards. But it literally has somebody here looking. This is the moon. Yeah, they can see it. I said it, you're doing just fine. Look, whatever it is, whatever this person has been like, there's so much here. So somebody can actually see just how well balanced you are. How, if you got a lot going on, they see how well you're juggling it all, you're managing it all. So it doesn't really matter what people are saying about you. It doesn't matter the light that somebody's trying to cast over you with their lies, because people can actually see how stable you are. Like if the lie was really, like if their lie was true, then what people would be witnessing, it would be like they'd be watching your life burn. You know what I mean? But what they see is like you're very grounded. Even if you have a lot going on, you're managing it very well. It can be seen. Again, I don't know how you are being seen, or whatever it is that you're doing. I don't know how that's being seen, but it is being seen. Somebody can see it. Ooh. Now I do have the energy here of somebody that may have tried to cast some juju. Like if you've got, say if you've got a partnership, if you're in a partnership, I love this though. You, whatever it is that you, I feel like you have had somebody here also casting juju over your relationship. This part ain't for everybody because not everybody's in a relationship. But if you are, I have energy here of somebody trying to create, cast some juju over your relationship in order to like maybe create conflict between you and your partner. But what I see is, I feel like you and your partner do very well managing whatever you both have going. Like personally, I think healthy relationships involve both people having productive, healthy lives outside of the relationship. Like your whole life isn't centered around a relationship. And what this looks like, it looks like both of you are, balancing your lives very well with whatever you do outside of the house, whatever you do with your friends, or whatever you do together as a couple or as a family. That's the other thing. Whoever is investigating or researching or watching, that's what they see too. Somebody here was maybe hoping that there would be so much, you know, like I do feel like you've got a lot of irons in the fire. You got a lot of irons in the fire. But you're very grounded. You're very, very grounded. Somebody is, I want to say, they're beside themselves. And they're only beside themselves because they've been unsuccessful at trying to create some kind of rift or breakdown of your relationship. Somebody here may have tried to do some juju to, like, I don't know, cause temptation. Yeah, it's almost like this whole section right here almost feels like somebody here sending in the ops to be temptation for either you or your partner to take you off of your path, to dishonor your vows or something like that. Hmm. Okay. And if they did do that, if they send somebody in to try to like get somebody to dishonor their vows, like send in the ops for some type of temptation, this person, this was rejected. It was rejected because it's, number one, it wasn't fated to be, so it didn't actually materialize. Yeah. Oh, the tower. Yeah, they didn't anticipate that. They didn't anticipate that. And if this is a family dynamic, they honestly did not anticipate the fact that you would walk away from it and keep on going. Mm. Yeah, I just get a lot of energy of somebody trying to hide the reason why you walked away, or the reason why the relationship or connection ended. Somebody here may have also done some juju to get your partner to reject you as well. What I say, juju. Actually, let me put it here. Somebody here was trying to do juju to get your partner to either reject you or you to reject them, to create some type of misfortune in your life. But it wasn't successful. Yeah, they were trying to create some type of dynamic to maybe end your relationship. But your relationship is solid. Your relationship is solid. And I think that's the tower for them. Yeah, this is you taking a leap of faith to end things that were painful for you, to simply walk away. They didn't expect that. And so whatever this person has done, these lies that it's kind of given like return to sender. Cause I don't see, like, everywhere where there's like, some weird energy or juju or anything like that, or anything that looks remotely like dark magic. I just see something that's unsuccessful. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter even if they were trying to do it in the dark and they were trying to do it in secret and they were trying to do it in hiding. It doesn't matter. Everything that they've tried to do to you, against you, it hasn't stopped you. It hasn't stopped you. You know what it reminds me of? I think I've said this before. It's like, where your mind goes, the energy flows. Literally, the energy that they're sending to you, they're trying to project all this energy to like slow you down, stop your relationship. But I think what it's done is it's done just the opposite. Like, if they were trying to project energy towards your relationship, all it's done is really solidify your relationship a little bit more. If they were trying to project energy towards, whatever it is that you do for work, I'm talking to a group of people who are actually out here thriving despite all the different things. Like, I can tell you for sure, since the beginning of the year, as soon as Mars went into Cancer and then it went retrograde, child, since January, life has been upside down. Like, life has really been upside down. But I've been able to kind of manage it and maintain, even though some things maybe have been delayed and things didn't quite go the way that I foresaw them. I was able to adapt and just, okay, that didn't quite work the way I wanted to, just move on, right? I don't think this person accounted for none of that, because everything that they've tried to project on you, you're not experiencing any actual misfortune. Things may have turned around significantly for you in the positive. You may have felt a little stagnant. Yeah, this person had no idea. Somebody here did not expect, I feel like, again, somebody wanted you to be stagnant, right? They wanted you to experience misfortune, but that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. And then somebody can actually see the difference between you and this other person. I see stagnation on the board, but that stagnation, it's not connected to you. It doesn't matter what they've tried to do to create stagnation for you. I do have a heavy presence, though, of dark magic. Now, dark magic doesn't always have to be, you know, candles, incense, and potions and all that stuff, but it literally could be somebody just speaking some nasty shit over your life, because words have power. Words have power. So even if this is just somebody talking shit about you and throwing salt and dirt on your name, trying to create an air around you that would have folks turning their nose up to you, nothing that they're doing is actually working. And what it's actually doing is creating stagnation and misfortune for them. And it's being investigated. I do need to point that out. It's being investigated. Now, whether or not, I don't necessarily have that it's like someone official, but there is definitely somebody here who is curious enough to look a little deeper than what somebody is just saying. You know, somebody's telling them this and they're like, that don't really sound right. Let me go look into it for myself. That's what it looks like to me. And I feel like somebody is really seeing, you know, what I feel like is really what's being apparent, because I see it right here in the center. I dismissed it at first, but I'm looking at it now. I think what is being apparent, what's apparent right now, is just how strong you are. Because it also, and I think this person, whoever, like I said, could be a mother figure, doesn't have to be your mother, but there's a woman here, and it could be, they could be a practitioner. It's interesting. I don't have a lot of pentacles out here, so I don't necessarily think that somebody has paid a practitioner. Hell, they could be a practitioner themselves. Everything that they have tried to do, you're still standing. You're still standing. You're still taking risks. You're still doing things. You're managing very well. You're very balanced. And these endings don't seem to be phasing you one bit. Now, it also has that energy of like, you know, you don't look like what you've been through. You don't look like what you've been through. You're incredibly strong. And I think you might also, I don't know if this, I kind of feel like there's a part of you that may wear a mask. And I don't mean it in a way where it's kind of like, and this isn't for everybody, but there is somebody here who may be wearing a mask in terms of hiding the amount of pain that you've had to endure over the course of your life or this relationship or whatever it is. So even when you may have experienced misfortune, because I do see that you have experienced misfortune at some point, but your bounce back is incredible. The bounce back is incredible. You've been able to turn it around. We love it. We love it. Oh, I love. Collective, I think what you've been trying to manifest for yourself when it comes to your relationship dynamics is that you only want to deal with relationships that are reciprocal in nature, where the exchange is fair. You know, I'm giving you a little energy, you're giving me a little energy back. None of this one-sided stuff, right? Yeah, I love it. And you're ready. You finally make a decision to this. There may be a situation where, you know, you hadn't quite walked away from certain, you know, if this is a family or whatever, maybe you haven't walked away completely. You may not deal with them, but you may not be, you may not have completely severed ties or whatever, but I feel like you're finally ready to move on. Yeah, and you know it's the right thing to do. The biggest key point is that you're ready. Yeah, you're choosing not to go any further with this. I love. Yes. So you're really only wanting or manifesting, trying to manifest relationship dynamics. It's like calling in your soul tribe, basically. That's basically what you're doing. You're no longer going to continue giving to relationships that aren't reciprocal. And right now you're only interested in relationships that are a reflection of who you are. And you never imagined having to make this kind of decision. Yeah. You may know that your decision doesn't necessarily conform to societal expectations, but and you may not even fully understand. You may not fully understand why, like if this is a family dynamic, why your family may have chosen to kind of treat you like an outsider or whatever. But I see here, it's kind of like understanding that, again, you want to be in alignment with people who are more like you. So I don't necessarily look at this as a bad thing. I think you're ready to move on from this. And it's a good thing. I look at it as a good thing. It's just going to be really important for you to just remember to go with the flow. Yeah. Love it. No longer putting in effort or relationships. Putting in effort to relationships where folks make you feel like you're an outsider and you feel alone even when you're with them. And at one point you may have been afraid, but you're not afraid anymore. You're not afraid anymore. And I think the other thing too is you might have idealized like the way, maybe I don't know, maybe we're all like this at some point, where we have a belief that, like our family, the family that we came from, if we are talking about a family dynamic, you see it in your head, like kind of the way families should be. And that's kind of what you were expecting out of your own family. But maybe you've had to actually stop and ask yourself, like, why your family doesn't appear to be like what your mind's eye had your family dynamic, what it was supposed to be in your head. Yeah, because I feel like it's personally, I think that you should only, personally, this is just my opinion, I'm not telling y'all what to do. I personally believe that you should only foster connections that are a reflection of who you are. So you have to ask yourself when you're in relationships, and again, it doesn't matter the nature of the relationship. If it doesn't feel balanced and it doesn't feel reciprocal, what are you doing? And why are you there? For me, I now don't give people as much rope as I used to. Before, I would just give them unlimited amounts of rope and pray you don't hang yourself, right? I don't give that much rope anymore. Now I'm a little bit more skeptical about, why are you here? And if I see that the exchange is uneven or unfair in any way, I'm going to pull back. I might not cut you off completely, but I'm gonna fall all the way back. I'm gonna fall back. And I think for you, what was necessary was for you to kind of take a step back, and instead of, thank you, Spirit. I was like, where are we going? Instead of looking at this thing from because I think there are some of you who are looking at this thing from a really narrow view. Somebody here is looking at it from a very narrow window. You see something the way you see it, but you might not be seeing it in its entirety. Something in your family dynamic may have been very unconventional, but even then, still, it wasn't, or it's not a reflection of who you are. So I think for you, it was necessary for you to stop idealizing what the family dynamic was supposed to look like. And then ask yourself, why did it have to look like? I don't know if this is something that's pushed due to society, social constructs, mom, dad, picket fence house, couple of kids and a dog, and maybe that's not what your life was like. You know what I'm saying? And you were seeing it the way that you wanted to see it. So again, this also, and I like to put it back sometimes in your court as well, because even in certain relationship dynamics that fail, we also play a part in it. So it's really important to also hold yourself accountable for the role you play within the relationship dynamics, whatever that role is, you know, to take responsibility also for how you show up in the relationship. Now, the way you showed up could have been, you know, it could have been reactive to whatever it was that you were receiving, but still your reaction prompted you to behave a certain kind of way that may have just inflamed the entire situation, right? But, you live and learn. You live and learn. Yes. This one line is very interesting because I kind of feel like there was a period of time where you never imagined that being connected to your family dynamic would cause disharmony, like in your own life, or just create enough turmoil to where you couldn't find peace. And then here you had to ask yourself why. You had to ask yourself why. Because what you're recognizing here, you're recognizing what you want is you want to be. I love how these cards are connecting, because what you want is you want something that's reflective of you. So that would be your friend groups, your, even the family. Like I always talk about the family that you create, not the one that you come from, right? So it's kind of like maybe you even had a knowing that the family that you were born into ain't necessarily they not necessarily your people. And that's the reason why you can't seem to find any peace in that environment or around those people. So you had to ask yourself, why here? Why, when I'm around these people, I don't feel peace and I don't feel the desire to keep moving in that direction. I don't feel the desire in keeping going. I don't want to keep going. I don't want to keep going. So with heavy heart, I'm just going to move on, and I'm just going to allow things to just unfold however they're going to unfold. Okay, now here's one thing that I'm really curious about, and this, like I said, this ain't for everybody. This is an energy, like if you're looking, I hope whoever I'm talking to is not interested in finding other people, like, don't create relationship dynamics where you're only in it for what folks can do for you, because that's kind of what this looks like here. So like while you may be trying to, you want to be amongst people who are a reflection of who you are, I would strongly urge against connecting yourself, because that also puts you in another unhealthy relationship environment. Don't get into these kind of connections with an expectation of folks that are just here to help you out. That's for somebody. Especially if you don't have no real intention on putting in effort and work to build a foundation. Like if you're trying to co-create and you want to be in relationships with people who are a reflection of who you are, you got to put in effort for that as well. See, this is when I go back to talking about like you have to take some responsibility also for how you show up in a relationship. That's what this is over here. So yeah, you want to be in connections with other people where there's no chaos and no drama, but you can't just have them in your life just for what they can do for you and you not put any effort into the connections because of what you've already experienced, with your family or whatever. You can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah, it's interesting because somebody here is not very happy, not happy at all about their past or anything with their past. Having somebody here is having a hard time with acceptance, like accepting that the past is the past and then moving on because that's destined and fated. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So, whoever I'm talking to, there may be some situations from your past, they don't leave you with warm, fuzzy feelings, but I also have an energy here of somebody who is having a difficult time with acceptance and moving on, right? And here's the thing. Here's the thing that I need you to understand, whoever that part's for, is that the people, your family, they're not going to change unless they actually do the work to create some type of, abundance in the 10 of Cups energy. Unless they put in the effort to the connection, you're not going to have that. Remember when I talked about like the the idea of what you thought a family unit is supposed to be versus what you got, right? And I definitely feel like you would have, so interesting. Things will fall into place the more that you can just kind of allow things to unfold naturally. And there is the energy. It's kind of like if somebody wants a second chance to be in your life, work has to be done. There has to be like some type of cleanup. Cleanup on aisle 5. If there's been a mess made and the mess ain't yours, it's not a mess that you created, somebody's going to have to clean that mess up in order for y'all to like move forward. Okay. All right. Let's grab some tea leaves. Boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. Egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. Turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. Ear, good news. So you may be getting some good news about a money or an inheritance. Ant, work, achievement, and success. Flag, don't be tempted to lower your standards. Handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important, so pay attention. Bird perched, waiting for news, package or letter. So some of y'all are waiting for this good news. You're waiting for it. Four-leaf clover, great good fortune. Diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. So somebody here, yeah, they're definitely dissatisfied with life. Camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. Hand, in need of help, assistance, or guidance. Scissors, disappointment in some affair. So there's that. Interesting. Something told me to look down one more time. Okay, so I also have an energy here. Let me move these out the way. Now I have energy out here of somebody wanting, okay, because I'm looking at this corner here. It's kind of like somebody wanting a new life, right? It's almost like somebody wanting a new life. Haven't really questioned the intention behind the desire of wanting a new life. But the way that they're viewing said new life, it's through rose-colored glasses. They're not seeing something realistically. So there's that. Somebody may not be seeing something realistically. The balance of attraction may be off. One person may be more invested than the other, or attraction may be waning. Planning. You have a clear plan and are making steady progress towards your goals. Each step is carefully thought out. Keep doing that if that's what you're doing. Unrealistic expectations may lead to disappointment. The gap between reality and your ideals may feel overwhelming. Someone may be overlooking others' feelings, leading to emotional distance. Rebuilding emotional connection can help and heal the relationship. Leadership challenges may be causing you to feel overwhelmed and uncertain about managing your team or projects effectively. So it literally could have been that person that was over here telling lies and spreading rumors about you and who you are. Someone's health may be at risk. Neglecting self-care could lead to burnout or physical ailments. Let me grab these last two cards. Someone's feeling anxious about change, maybe trying to resist it, leading to internal conflict. And somebody's experiencing career success. It's within reach. Your hard work and dedication are being rewarded, and significant progress is being made. Yay, go you. Yay. All right, let's grab some index cards. Ooh, damn. All right. The month of April may be of significance. Could be talking about an Aries or a Taurus. The month of December may also be significant. Could be dealing with a Sag or a Capricorn. Oh, damn. The month of August may be of significance. Could be dealing with a Leo or a Virgo and a Pisces. Someone is not a team player. So you got Taurus, Aries, Sag, Capricorn, Leo, Virgo, Pisces. Damn, July may be significant. Could be dealing with a Cancer or a Leo. Child. Abandoned ship. Pretty Little Lies. Somebody has zero authenticity. Somebody is a con artist. Well, this is a loud little bunch of index cards. God has seen the misdeeds. Endgame, the cycle is over. Somebody wanted you to be homeless and alone. Somebody uses money, power, and sex for influence. There's a foster child, or someone's in somebody has a child in foster care, or foster care and foster children may be relevant. Somebody here is a liar. You have jealous family members. Damn, the month of June may be of significance. Could be dealing with a Gemini or a Cancer. Damn, all my zodiac cards is coming out. What? Someone stalks your socials 24/7. An aunt could be of significance. Somebody doesn't know how to commit. Someone's made some foolish mistakes. You're releasing mental burdens for good. We love it. Somebody's mask is falling off, or they cannot hide anymore. Someone's trying to swap karma or destiny with you. Someone's trying to compromise your sacral chakra. The month of September may be of significance. Could be dealing with a Virgo or a Libra. A stepchild may be significant. Fake friends. And these folks do not want you to prosper. Homelessness was at the bottom of the deck. So, okay. Let's run through it real quick. I got Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Sag, Capricorn, foster child, an aunt or aunts. Oh, Gemini. I did say, oh, damn, Gemini. I forgot. Here, let's put all the dates together. So we have Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Sag, Capricorn. Damn. Foster child, foster care, aunt or aunts, fake friends, stepchild, jealous family members. All right. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If any parts of this reading resonate for you or gave you clarity over your own situation, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. I invite you to join me for a session. Don't forget, I have the birthday specials for live readings. For whatever zodiac season we're in, I have live sessions for that particular zodiac sign for 1/11/11. They're normally 155. So get in when you fit in. And if you book that, please make sure you note your birth date as well in the comment section. What else? Is there something else that I wanted to tell you guys? There is, but I can't think of what it is right now. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to come back and do another reading later. I got a couple of clients, and then I'll come back and do another reading. All right. Till next time, take care. I love you. Bye.